Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon. July 19th, we're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and the NQ. So, pretty decent week for the Bears. Closed down about $11 on the week. From Wednesday on, they controlled the action, right? We gapped down Wednesday, never took that gap back. We were down yesterday with a trend day down, never took it back. Now today, we spent the whole day in the lower distribution from yesterday and below. We did attempt to go trend down in ES 3 times today, but it failed. So we'll see how that figures into anything going into next week. Righty almost had a perfect POC. They had 12 wide. Afternoon rally high in F. We'll go over all these charts and stuff. They're in balance on the daily. NQ goes out along with ES with an afternoon rally high in F and just a day's highs and low, overlapping a lower value and an 8 wide point of control. Okay? Had a pretty good day today. Not bad. Again, made some really nice trades early on in the day. A period when it pushed up. Now, generally when we open, if it's not near the overnight, I'm not as keen to take that trade when it gets close to it. But I did. And boy, oh boy, did that work out. So we got close to the overnight, didn't get it, and whoosh, rolled right over. I did nothing in B. B was a massive, massive chop fest. Okay? For me anyway. Even when they broke, A's low, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet, so I didn't do anything. I did short C period to get the IB low, which was very nice, and because we had single prints at the time in NQ. So I was shorting, had a very good C period. In fact, C period was probably one of my best period, along with one other nice trade in D period when I took the short to finally fill the rollover gap in NQ. Okay? The only other trade I took after that was a long in NQ in J period to stop the one-time framing. Since we weren't holding trend, now we already had our afternoon rally high in F in both ES and NQ, but sellers weren't getting what they wanted down there, and you figured they were going to finally release some pressure. And they did, and I got paid. And that was it. So a decent day, good week. So really no complaints. As far as destinations go, in ES, today's high is 0475. Our afternoon rally high is 7850. And today's low is 42. Now again, good range today, over $6, $6.17, and very nice in NQ also. However, volume, again, only in the 50s. As far as SPY's destinations, give me a second. 554.08 is today's high. Okay. The afternoon rally high is 551.49. And today's low is 547.91. So today's low in ES is a weekly low. Today's low in NQ is a monthly low. So now let's go to the charts. Now I'm using Thinkorswim, so you're going to have to bear with me a little bit because I'm not too used to them. So here's IWM, right? We're on the monthly chart. Finally broke out of balance. So the monthly is healthy, okay? They almost got to that next target up here that I talked about of 227.13. They didn't quite get to it, and they backed off pretty good, okay? We'll see if they're going to get going again. But the monthly is healthy. The weekly in IWM is up. Now, that's not a very pretty finish to the week, though, is it? A little reverse hammer. So they are still up, okay? And nothing has changed yet until we take out a weekly low. I'm also trying to see 214.94. No, we don't. I thought we had a weekly gap. We do not. So the weekly and monthly are up. Not impressed though with that candle though on the weekly, and on the daily, I'm going to call it a 5-day balance. I'll use Monday's Low as the low of it, Wednesday's high as the high of it. So monthly and weekly are up, the daily is balance. Let's go to NQ and triple Qs. So on the monthly, I like to go top down. The monthly's healthy, right? One time framing up 3 months. Not a very pretty candle as we go into the last week and a half or whatever of the month, but it's still up, okay? The weekly is balance. I'm going to call it a 5-week balance. I'm going to use the week of June 24th as my low, okay? So if we take out that low, now that weekly low, and again, I'm using NQ, so that weekly low is 473.82. Today's this weekly low is 473.94. So we're pretty close. So if we take out this week's low, good chance we could come out of balance. So the monthly's up, the weekly is balance, 5-week balance. And the daily is down. The daily is down, it's one-time framing down for 3 days. All right, and we still have a gap as our main focus. And then in the S&P, so the monthly is up. Candle's not as bad as NQ's, is it yet? Up, one time framing up for 3 months. I wish these things were just across like Schwab had it. The weekly is balanced. So how big is our balance now? That's what we have to determine. So 3 weeks ago, the low was 542.52. This week's low is 547.91. So the question is, do we want to give the bulls some respect and say it's a 3-week balance, or do we want to just use a 2-week balance, and if we take out this week's low, which is today's low, what do we call it down? I'm going to let it develop. Meaning that if we take out this week's low, I would not call the weekly down just yet until we see if we were to take out the weekly low of July 1st. Does that make sense? So I'm going to call it, from now, a 2 to 3 week balance, and we'll see how it starts trading next week. But for sure, it's balance. The monthly's up, and the daily, for sure, is down. Okay, volume is 59 million right now. So the volume is not even average again. So that's the good news for the bulls. They've pushed the market down 3 days in a row, but 59 million today, 56 million yesterday, 57 million the day before. So not any real big plays or shorts really pushing this market down. I hope you guys and gals had a good day and a good week trading. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll speak prior to the opening on Monday.